Not there. Alright, difference is subtract. It's not like y'all are talking to me anyway. Alright, so difference of squares is still, well, it's a binomial. And it's a binomial because when I solve it out, in difference of squares, your b value cancels out. It makes the pen work so much slower at such a lag time. Alright, so in difference of squares, it is only using subtraction. Or difference, so scratch this one out, that's a typo. And we're also going to make this a minus sign right there. So it should be 4x squared minus 100. So you will see in difference of squares, it's always going to have that innate subtraction in the monomial. And so what do you notice between this one and the perfect squares? What do you notice about the expressions? They're opposite. So over on perfect squares, those binomials were add, or subtract. The binomials have the same sign to them, yes? In difference of squares, it's a difference of signs. So your binomials have opposite signs. So with difference of squares, your binomials are going to have opposite signs. So that's a way to catch or rule out answer choices. Alright, and if for funsies, am I going too fast?
No.
I just get so excited about math. I just can't stop talking. Alright, for funsies, if I look at this, I'm going to FOIL it really quick. X times x gives me
X squared.
Okay, x times negative 7 gives me
Negative 7
positive 7 times x gives me, and negative 7 times positive 7.
Negative 49. Jason's
leading the team today. Are there any like terms to combine?
Yes.
So if I combine 7 negatives with 7 positives, cancels out. That's why a difference of squares creates a binomial, because your b terms cancel out. They cancel each other out. It does. It is very easy. It's just a shortcut. So if I were to factor these out, what I'm going to do is just take the square root of each term. So I'm going to say the square root of x squared is what?
X.
The square root of 121 is?
X minus 11.
Okay, so x minus 11, but difference of squares, the binomials have what? Opposite. So I'd say x minus 11 and x plus 11. And the same effect over here. If I have 4x squared, what's the what?
2x.
Oh my gosh. Trip answered me. That is wild.
It's supposed to be squared for the thing?
Uh-huh.
For the x minus 11 and x plus 11?
Yeah.
Equity?
You're multiplying them together to get that.
Right here?
Never mind.
Oh, okay. What's the square root of 100? 10. And difference of squares have opposite signs. So I'd have 2x minus 10 and 2x plus 10. So you can still factor these how we typically have been doing. However, this is a shortcut if you can recognize those perfect squares. Also, what's a way to test a perfect square if you don't know it? Put it in your calculator. What would you do in the calculator?
Square root.
Square root. If you're trying to see if it's a perfect square, take the square root of c. If it's a whole number, it's a perfect square. If it's a decimal, it's not. Alright, you leave me at 26? Oh, I have more time than I did in 4th period. You have like 12 minutes. Beautiful.
Because we're faster.
It's okay. Alright, I'm going to pre-teach tomorrow since so many of you will be out. Go ahead and get a piece of line paper because I didn't have a printer because I didn't know we were going to do a mixed lesson today. Get line paper, you're going to want to keep it for your notes?
Hey Trip, can you get one?
No.
Please?
Thanks, Trip.
That's nice, dude.
You didn't say pretty please.
Pretty good, bro.
Trip's allergic to cheerleading.
Please with a pickle on top.
That's weird.
How do you know
It's gonna take off a minute.
Trip is such a kind person.
They could find my binder, bro.
Why?
Said which paper? Like, look,
I don't need you hear Angel complaining about how much paper
My
you get her
binder.
to teach her for the better so she can go to NASA?
I'll need 4 pieces of paper.
No, this paper.
The audacity.
No, it's because my binder is like thin and the pages just gone falling out.
Probably because you keep putting it in that bookcase. I told you guys to put it in
I
the
put mine on the
bookcase.
bottom.
Oh, okay.
My binder's
Oh, I
dead.
put whiteboards there. You can put it back on the bottom of the whiteboard. I don't use those.
It wouldn't see it. It didn't.
Alright, ready and steady?
I got 0, can't 0. No one can.
The gift that keeps giving. Alright, we are going to look at division of polynomials. I'm going to go ahead and pre-teach this today because most of you will be out tomorrow. So I'll do a video lesson, like 10 minutes max tomorrow, and then I would watch it, but you'll maybe see one question ever on this. But you could see it in algebra too also. Alright, so here's one mistake I made with 4th period. I didn't think that, I worked under the assumption they remembered how to divide regularly. So we're gonna like go through really quick. Don't write this.
I'm gonna have to.
If I said, whoa, do not write this. Hey, just running through basics of division because you're so enabled by calculators. Can 6 fit into 1?
No.
So you put a 0, right?
Yeah.
And then you say 0 times 6 gives you 0, subtract, and bring down, right? How many times does 6 go into 10?
1.
Okay, you're acting like I'm dumb, but 1st period I should have rolled through the basics with them, okay?
I forgot whenever I had to do mathematics for UIL.
See? Yes. So, then I say I bring down my 9, right? And I say how close can 6 go into 49 without going over? It's 8.
I said that.
Alright, and then I would subtract. Okay, all of this to say, whatever number I'm multiplying goes on the top, and then this ends up being my answer, correct? Okay, so here's what I want you to set up on our paper. Apparently this is the easier one I should start with, so we're going to do that. You learn from 4th period's mistakes. So 2x is my divisor, it goes outside the house.
Are you ready?
Yes, you're going to write this. And then I'm going to have 16x squared plus 14x. So write this down exactly how I have it.
I don't think we can divide that.
You literally can.
You can.
Alright, so here, you know in double digit multiplication how you go to the side and you had a guess and check section? You'd say 13 times 9, 13 times 7, like you keep them in a line. That's what I'm going to do also. So I'm going to say how many times can 2x fit into 16x squared. So here's my thought process, which if we follow with the easy, it helps us with the hard. I'm going to say what times 2x is going to give me 16x squared. 8.
X.
So, is that true?
Yes.
Alright, so 2x can fit into 16x squared how many times?
8x.
8x, so I put my answer up top. And then I say 8x times 2x gives me 16x squared. Alright, division is the repeated process of subtraction. So I need to subtract these two values. And I'm going to say 16x minus 16x. Nothing, right? I'm not going to show it. Next I would bring down, right? So now I ask, well, this is how I show my work. What times 2x is going to equal 14x? 7?
So.
Okay. So plus 7, because it's a positive. I say 7 times 2x. I subtract I get 0, right?
Oh.
Oh.
It looks difficult.
So, if I divide 14 or 16x squared plus 14x by 2x, my answer is 8x plus 7.
So you're telling me if I don't do that to the side, you're gonna not count it as no work. You're gonna count it as no work.
Probably, because let's look at the next one. I should have started with the harder one to humble you.
Nah, it's easy.
Alright, let's look up top. So, like, separate somehow, we're starting a new problem. Oh, so we should have started with this one.
What?
I know another one. I know some.
Alright, so write this one down exactly how you see it. Don't do anything nuts.
Whoa.
I know, it's so fun, right? So crazy.
Yes.
Alright, so here's how I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna look, so this is 2 terms, right? Because terms are something separated by an operation. So I'm gonna look at the first 2 terms. So I'm gonna take it to the side, because here's where the side work matters. Yeah.
One.
It's just like I thought it was.
Alright, so check this, Brandon. All I want to do is match, if I have a binomial like this, if my dividend, or my divisor is a binomial, I just want to look at the coefficients. What times x will give me 4x squared? 4x. Okay, so that means I'm just checking, and then I'm going to say 4x squared if I multiply these, and then 4x plus 3 gives me what? 4x plus, or times 3. Sorry, you answered the question I said. 12x. Okay, because 3 times 4 is 12. Keep the x, right? Yeah? Alright, let me ask you this. Did x minus 3 go into 4x squared by itself?
No.
Okay, did x minus 3 go into 4x squared minus 3x? Yes, so my 4x goes right here. Okay, 4x minus x minus 3 is 4x squared plus, no, it's a minus. Oopsies. That's a negative.
Because 4 times negative 3.
Oh, yeah. I mistook my box for a plus sign. Alright, but, Triple F, are you ready? Like, he's not, but pay attention, because him and Brandon are goofy.
Was it minus 4x?
Alright, division is the process of repeated subtraction. I kept messing these problems up when I was like going over this stuff last weekend. Minus. So that minus outside matters. When I look at this, 4x squared minus 4x squared. Nothing, right? Okay. Here's where you could get messed up. Negative 3x minus negative 12. Type that in. Negative 3 minus negative 12.
Okay, so where we put the 4x, since 4x squared didn't change, we would have put it there, but since 3x changed, we put it there.
Because this monomial did not fit into just that term alone.
Not both, Nate.
Negative 3 minus negative 12 gets you what, Jacob Porter?
9.
9. Positive or negative?
Yes.
Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive.
I know.
So I get positive 9x. And then I would drop down. So I'm going to drop down negative 27.
And then we just put that.
So now I have the same thought. What times my divisor is going to equal 9x minus 27? And really, I'm just paying attention to the leading coefficients. What am I going to do to x to get it to become 9x?
9.
X 9.
So I get 9x
Yes.
minus what? Minus
27.
27, because I distribute this 9 to the 3 also.
Oh, we're gonna die.
I say minus 9x minus 27. So positive 9x minus 9x, I get 0. And then I got negative 27 minus negative 27. Because division is the process of repeated subtraction. Pause. Hold on, negative 27 minus negative 27 is
Nothing at all.
0. And what gave us this expression was plus 9. Alright, Reagan, today the day we're going to box. Is it the day? Just let me know to be ready.
I'm also going to go on 6
Why don't we multiply it by like another number? Like why do we get negative 12x and not like multiply it by two numbers?
What?
Because multiplying it by just that leading coefficient distributes to both terms. That's why I just multiplied by the one value.
Okay, I got it.
Does that make sense or no?
Yeah.
Still a little weird. With time to spare.
So this is going to be easy.
No, I said the first part would be easy. I said I'm going to intro the next part so you have some prior knowledge before you just get a video lesson tomorrow and go.
You were like, the first part would be easy.
I said the first part would be easy.
And I don't remember what you said.
Exactly. You two know. Uno mas. I still have 6 minutes.
No, we don't need to do that one more time.
Or would you like to
Take a test.
done?
I was joking. That's what he was saying.
Oh. Because he doesn't know how to use comments correctly.
Hey.
Since the majority of you will be out tomorrow, I will let you continue working on warm-up and or the independence. With warm-up being due tomorrow and you won't be here, go ahead, you can turn it into me on Monday, okay?
Okay.
I won't put in zeros or anything because you were not here to turn it
Even
into
for us?
Tyler.